In Papua New Guinea, the name John Warbat is synonymous with the lead guitar. However, I'm not here to discuss his guitar styles. Instead, I'll focus on his contribution to the PNG music industry in general. John Warbat embarked on his musical journey in the 1970s in Rabaul, initially as a bass guitarist for the local band Pebble Webb, led by another Rabaul musician, Thomas Lulungan. Following his tenure with Pebble Webb, Warbat transitioned to Molark's band, this time assuming the role of lead guitarist, while Lulungan pursued a trainee position as a sound engineer at the newly established Pacific Gold Studios under the mentorship of studio owner Greg Cito. Lulungan and Gordon Gayus became the first local sound engineers in PNG, marking a departure from the era when expatriates exclusively held such positions. In 1986, Lulungan was recruited by Chin H. Mean Studios in Port Moresby, where he subsequently trained other musicians in the art of sound engineering. Notably, another iconic figure in PNG music, Dika Dai, received his sound engineering training under the tutelage of Thomas Lulungan. Meanwhile, John Warbat remained affiliated with Pacific Gold Studios, where his band Molarks achieved the distinction of being the first group to record an album at the studio. Before joining Pacific Gold Studios, Molark's band had previously recorded an album at Soundstream Studios, which was operated by Greg Cito, the founder of Pacific Gold Studios. John Warbat's impact on the PNG music industry extends far beyond his guitar prowess. His rock group, Molarks turned PNG Wok Band, which pioneered Tolai Rock, gained immense popularity back in the day due to several key factors. John Warbat's guitar skills, the superb musicianship of him and his band members, and the innovative musical style he and his band helped introduce to the PNG music scene. Apart from the Tolai Rock style, one of the distinctive genres attributed to John Warbat and his PNG Wok Band is Island Reggae, coined by Pacific Gold Studios. Originating from the islands region in the 1980s, this genre has the name Reggae because it bore resemblances to Jamaican ska music from the 60s, but with a unique Rabaul twist. This is how the 1960s Jamaican ska sounds like.
Ska, ska, ska. Jamaican ska. Now everybody can do the ska. It's the new dance that goes like this now. Bow your heads.
And this is how Island Reggae sounds like.
I belong in the Solimari.
Island reggae features an insistent offbeat emphasis on electric guitar, with reggae inflections in the rhythm section. Its elevated tempos make it danceable, but also emphasize its hybridity and predictability. In Jamaican ska, a walking bass line pattern is commonly used. On the other hand, the bass in island reggae draws inspiration from the traditional drum beats of East New Britain dances, transforming them into a faster and more danceable rhythm. The traditional dance drummers beat their drums with a steady, slow, single-stroke rhythm, as demonstrated in these videos. The bass guitar is simply mimicking these drummers, but at a faster tempo, as it provides that steady pulse, much like a metronome. Here's a traditional song played at its normal tempo. But the shutdown band turned it into a faster and more danceable beat, which is island reggae. Sometimes island reggae is played at a moderately slow tempo, especially when the song features emotional storyline lyrics. Some fans do remember the emergence of island reggae in Rabaul during the 1980s, particularly through the pioneering efforts of JOHN WARBAT and his King Rock band. Their contribution to the PNG music scene is notable, exemplified by albums such as A PP, released in 1986, featuring this hit song. And their 1987 album, Gita na Ingal, which included this. Their impact was significant, as these records played a crucial role in popularizing the island reggae style and garnered widespread acclaim among fans. Those early albums played a crucial role in establishing the band's reputation and solidifying the island reggae genre's place within the music landscape of Papua New Guinea. The subsequent album, Tung Tangi, recorded in 1987 as well, further cemented their popularity with its incorporation of island reggae sound. Moreover, other Rabaul artists such as the Barika Band, late John Wong, Kopex, Shutdown, Narox, just to name a few, incorporated this genre into their music, further popularizing it across PNG. Barika's 1989 hit song was of course an island reggae. Additionally, artists such as George Tellick and Leonard Kania, who departed from Pacific Gold Studios to join Chin H. Means Studios, carried the island reggae style with them, further amplifying its reach throughout PNG. By the early 1990s, island reggae had transcended its origins and spread to other regions of Papua New Guinea, with non-Rabaul artists recording at various studios adopting the style. Lamaika Band's Orpa Tivu Tari, released in 1991, was an island reggae style. The late female artist Rabi Gaminu's very first album, released in 1992 from NBC's Kalang Studios, featured a song in the island reggae genre. Artists from Chin H. Means Studios leverage this music style, evident in numerous recordings they produce. Tumbuna Track Studios in Madang, which began operating in 1988, also embraced this style. Some of its artists, such as Carles Gardagards, released a song in 1993 using the island reggae beat.
Nothing on you, by me all time thinking on you. But one thing you make me wonder, if I ever say goodbye.
Another group called Wally Hits also adopted this popular style, which you can hear in some of their songs, including this one. Now let's move on to another music style called Tolai Rock. Tolai Rock, which was pioneered by JOHN WARBAT and his Painim Wok band, is different from island reggae. In Tolai Rock, it's the guitar that creates that heavy metal-like style. It's an electric guitar-based genre which blends indigenous Tolai style and standard rock. Here are a few examples of Tolai Rock from JOHN WARBAT and his Painim Wok band. These were recorded in the 1980s on an analog recording system at Pacific Gold Studios in Rabaul. Furthermore, Warbat's contributions extended further beyond island reggae and Tolai rock. He helped popularize a style in PNG contemporary music that involved seamless language switching within single verses or chorus of a song, seamlessly transitioning between Pidgin, Kwanua, or other languages. Just to clarify, I'm not referring to the common practice of singing a full verse in an indigenous language followed by a Pidgin translation in another verse, commonly heard in choirs or church songs. Instead, I'm discussing the contemporary technique of seamlessly switching between languages within a single verse or chorus, like in this song. This is a Junior Kopex's song which came out in 1992. A year before that, in 1991, John Warbat and singer Leonard Kania released their Itambu album, which included this song. Rabaul bands and solo artists were known for this style. They arranged their lyrics in this format, adding depth and richness to the lyrical content. But let's go back to 1988. In this cassette, Pine Wok is mixing Duke of York Island language, Pidgin, and the main Kwanua language in one verse. Let's go back to 1987. In this song, Pine Wok plays all the verses in the main Kwanua language, but when it comes to the chorus, they switch to a different rhythm and also switch to a different language, which is the Duke of York lingo. In 1987, late John Wong also recorded this in his Vamanga album.
Yodong anguten tegat nang ini. Yorai pamitu pelai holempas. Nawar marika mengeti marik bat mangin do batang. Mari-marit ba't mangin Good fella friend long me Bihama mas turulong looking you.
Let's go all the way back to 1986. In this song, Painim Wok blends a bit of English with Kwanua.
Darling, I'll never forget you.
As I mentioned, John Warbat and his Painim Wok band, along with other Rabaul musicians, popularized this approach in modern contemporary or electric band music. This style was actually common among non-electric music groups in Rabaul. If we look back to the 1970s, we'll encounter a pioneer solo musician, Blasius Tauner. Born in 1922, he lived through the Second World War and began his musical journey in 1946. He was one of the first Rabaul musicians to switch from singing in Kwanua to pidgin and English, as evidenced by his solo LP record, which was recorded in 1977 by Larrikin Records. Here's a snippet.
Punai dum dum, 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 punai dum. That's the boy, that's the idea. Come on, Southern, make him sabe. Punai dum dum, you man sabe true. You give him sabe, he go long, long man. Punai dum dum, by me to Kwane. Big fella. Thank you, go long you kunai dum dum.
The introduction of language mixing added a brand new flavor to the PNG music industry, instantly embraced by fans. In the 1990s, music artists from other regions of PNG adopted this trend, releasing albums with songs mixed with pidgin and their own languages. Today, young artists throughout Papua New Guinea are blending pidgin with other languages in their songs.
Oh darling, please come back to me. Marin's no katiku larem bata kerib yuko panu.
A style popularized by John Warbat and the Rabaul musicians at Pacific Gold Studios in Rabaul. Apart from Tolai Rock and Island Reggae, John Warbat and his Rabaul musicians created another musical style back in the 80s, where they blended a different genre with Island Reggae, mixing slow rock or pop verses with Island Reggae when it came to the chorus, shifting to different rhythms, like this one. In the 90s, fans began referring to island reggae as Tolai Rock. That's because John Warbat was blending heavy metal-like guitar sounds with island reggae. Here's an example. This is the lead break of Painim Wok's hit song, Ram Kaliku. These various musical styles captivated Papua New Guinea in the 1980s, establishing Rabaul as the music capital of the country. The then Prime Minister of Papua New Guinea, the Right Honourable Pius Wingti, was a big fan of the Painim Wok and Bari Care bands. The creative output of Rabaul musicians prompted him to make an official visit to Pacific Gold Studios in Rabaul, where he met the musicians and sound engineers. Dr. Michael Webb, an Australian historical ethnomusicologist and music educationist, also visited Rabaul to document its music scene. PNG's TV station, MTV, turned to Pacific Gold Studios to promote itself over rival NTN, New Guinea Television Network, during their battle for supremacy.
Long Namp is my island. He go on top Long Island. Look him MTV. He number one.
Additionally, a music group from the United States of America, the Pagan Babies of Hawaii, flew into Rabaul to record an album. Rabaul thrived as the capital of PNG music until the mid-1990s, when a volcanic eruption devastated the town and the original Pacific Gold Studios. In the early 1990s, John Warbat and his Painim Wok band expanded their musical horizons beyond island reggae and Tolai Rock genres, producing 2 heavy rock or heavy metal albums under the name Riot Squad. They enlisted a young vocalist named Kenneth Barley to lead the vocals for these Riot Squad albums. In contrast to their Painim Wok cassettes, all the songs on their Riot Squad albums are sung in English.
Because right now she owns my soul.
After the volcanic disaster, John Warbat and his two rock groups, PNG and Riot Squad, disbanded, exiting the music scene. Subsequently, Warbat embarked on a different musical path by joining the gospel group P2UIF, with whom he remained for over 20 years until his passing in 2024. Rabaul's vibrant music scene owed much of its success to influential figures such as the legendary John Warbat, whose impact was instrumental in shaping the musical landscape. Warbat's contributions extended beyond his performances, as he also served as a session musician and sound engineer at Pacific Gold Studios, offering his expertise to a multitude of recording artists. His PNG band emerged as the top-selling act of the 1980s, maintaining their prominence until the volcanic eruptions of 1994. They were pioneers in introducing and popularizing music styles that brought joy to fans across Papua New Guinea. Notably, during their peak in the 1980s and 1990s, their live shows showcased a distinctive sound characterized by guitars and acoustic double kick drum sets, as depicted in the attached photo, without keyboards, to deliver an authentic Tolai rock experience. John Warbat's contributions to the music scene in Papua New Guinea have had a lasting impact, not only through his own music, but also through the creation of musical styles or templates that future artists can draw inspiration from and build upon. John Warbat, the pillar of Tolai Rock, the real king of Tolai Rock. This has been a special tribute from the Gold Hits YouTube channel to the memory of John Warbat.